to graph y equals 2 sine of 2x. So we start by finding our amplitude. Amplitude is the a value, which is found in front of the sine. So our a value is a 2. Next we're going to find the period. And the period uses the formula 2 pi over b. And the b value is found right in front of the x. So in this case, our b value is a 2 as well. So 2 pi over 2, which reduces to just pi. Because this is a sine graph, we want to remember what sine looks like. Sine graphs have this shape with the x-axis going right through it like that. So our first point right here is at 0. So I can go ahead and plot that point. Now because the period is pi, that means that we're going to fit this whole cycle in, and right here we're going to end at pi. So we have to fit that whole curve between 0 and pi. So over here on the graph, I can put a point at pi. I know that whole curve is going to fit within those two. The next point we can do is halfway in between those is where we cross the x-axis again. So there's my halfway point. And then the last points are from the amplitude. So the amplitude is going to go to above the x-axis and to below the x-axis. So if I'm going halfway in between my first 2 points and going to above, that lands me right there. Halfway between the last 2 points and I go to below, that puts me right there. So there is our sine curve. Now our b value as a 2, it kind of squishes it together. It's not as spread out as the normal sine curve. And what that 2 also means is if you look at how many cycles are fitting between 0 and 2 pi, I'll try to trace them. Here's one cycle, and then here is the other cycle. So that 2 also tells us that we're going to fit 2 full cycles between 0 and 2 pi. It helped us find the period, but then we know in the end we should have 2 full cycles between 0 and 2 pi. But there is our sine graph.